My bad. Thank you. Mic was muted. We good now. What's going on, guys? Oh, my screen's not coming up. There we go. So, last time we were doing like a bunch of CSS and HTML stuff. I'm gonna take a step back, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect to the YouTube API. So I write a function. This will be an async function, and we'll call this get YouTube analytics. And actually, this needs to go on here. Yeah, we muted, boys. We back though. We back. Don't worry. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead and get some YouTube analytics going on. I actually think I want to write this in TypeScript, and what I can do here, I want to do it in TypeScript, but then we have to generate it, or I have to set up Webpack and all that sort of shit. All right, we'll go ahead and play around with classic JavaScript. So the reason I have my old site up is somewhere in here, and I don't have the code handy. I don't think. Maybe it's on my GitHub. I don't think I ever put my original project on my website. Code files, Visual Studio Base. I did pull requests on the Visual Studio docs the other day. I was like, yo, fix this shit. Let's see here. Do I have it up here? Nope, I do not. That's alright. We'll go get it the old-fashioned way. I just need the routes here. So let's go ahead and refresh this. All right, cool. So this is what we're trying to get here. All right, so we're gonna write a function here. We're actually gonna do something kind of strange. We're gonna have a main function. This is sort of some Java shit script, or Java shit, and we're gonna call get YouTube analytics in it, and then here we'll go ahead and just put that there for a second, and I'll say fetch Sorry, it's been a minute since I've done asynchronous calls with async and await. Not async and await, but with fetch. I think I have to, it returns a promise, I then convert it. Okay, cool. So, so this will be our route. Excellent. Cool. So that'll get our shit. And next what we want to do is we want to go ahead and convert it to JSON. Cool. And once we have that, let's just make sure everything's working. And then we're gonna need to await this, and we don't necessarily have to await this one, but we will, because I'm gonna make an object to submit it for. And so let's go ahead and do this, and we want not that one. Is that the one? Okay, so oh, we have to call the main function. How silly of me. And actually, instead of main, let's call this on init. Alright, cool. So you'll see we'll get, what do we get back here? E tag, ID, items. Wait. Okay, so we want this stats. That's what we're looking for. Do I ever use Photoshop? I mean, to make my thumbnails, but I don't use them professionally or anything like that, if that's what you're asking. Alright. So, we'll create a new folder here. Call it models. And here, this will be a new file. And we'll call this YouTube-stats.models.ts. JS. Alright, so here we're going to export class YouTube stats. And what do we want in here? I don't know what that is. So we'll do a video count. So we'll have let's see, we'll have video count. You really buy Photoshop just for thumbnails? Well, I get Adobe Cloud. I use Premiere Pro. Multi-views for HTA access? No, sorry. Let's take some data. Oh, really? That's not a JavaScript thing? Optional parameters? Here's default. All right. Doesn't Angular use multi-views? Well, Angular you have nested routes, yeah. You have multiple views. But I don't know what that's got to do with HTTP access. All right, so what we're doing here is we're gonna have a subscriber count. And we'll initialize that to 0. Oops. And we're also going to have a video count. And we'll initialize that to 0. We're also going to go ahead and have a view count. I think this weekend what I might do is, because I'm actually really hating that I'm doing this in pure vanilla Java and pure JS. I'd much prefer doing TypeScript. I think what I'll do this weekend is I'll go ahead and I'll set up I'll set it up to take in everything that we want. Sorry, I'm a little too used to TypeScript. This is throwing me for a loop. I think this is fine. So what we want to do is here we have our JSON, and then we'll do a with our JSON we'll do a const let's import that. Did I make a typo? This is a video count. Thank you. Bonus points for Patrick. When you have quit the dangle and your angle looks tired. Look, bruh. When you got so much dangle that it gives you an angle. Why do I always look so tired? Do I really? I feel good, guys. I don't tell you. Look, if you think I look tired now, you should go back and watch videos from about 2 years ago. I get my sleep. Life is good, man. Thank you. We're struggling here. Mistakes get made. These are subtle mistakes. Don't worry about it. Thank you, thank you. All right, so what we want to do here is oh yeah, we're importing something. We're importing YouTube stats from /models/ excellent. All right, so we're importing that class. What we want to say is go ahead and let YouTube stats equal new YouTube stats cool. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and say if JSON, I forgot what the object looks like, so we gotta map it. We gotta map it real quick, so I just gotta see the object one more time. Is import not supported in fucking... Come on, dude. Import not supported in JavaScript. Is it not like that? Okay. Alright, we might be spending a moment getting a TypeScript file going, because I kind of miss TypeScript already. Alright, so let's go type in TypeScript. This is already driving me nuts. Quick start, Angular, React, Express. What about vanilla, baby? I just want the vanillas. Hey, pretty printed. Maybe I'll do it in React or Vue. I kind of want to do it in vanillas. What's going on, guys? All right, so here's the option, guys. We we go down the vanilla TypeScript route, which I think how we're gonna do it is I could run a command. So like this is what we would do. Here, all right, here, let's take a vote in chat. We do vanilla TypeScript, which means we're doing TypeScript, but it's just gonna compile down JavaScript. We're not gonna use any frameworks. There's the option of let's just learn Vue together. There's the option of let's learn React together. And we're going to do that in TypeScript as well. So do we do a framework? Framework or no framework? Framework or no framework? Vanilla? We got one vote for vanilla and one vote for React. Now if we do React or Vue, the development's going to be slower because we're going to learn together. Vanilla, React. We got 2 vanillas, 2 Reacts. No frame, that's 3. That's 4. It must be Vue, be a hipster. All right, let's do vanilla. So what that means is I think we're gonna have to install Babel. To get the TypeScript to work. Let me see. So we have. Is it because Babel just compiles, right? Let me see here. jQuery. jQuery is not in the cards. Sorry, guys. All right, so I think this is the one to do the vanillas. All right, so let's go ahead and clone this. Blazor? We'll do it in Blazor, guys. Actually, we probably don't want to do it here. Choose a framework. It's too late, boys. I think we're doing the vanillas. All right. All right, so what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna go open up that new folder. I just hope. All right, so TypeScript projects. All right, so how do I use this thing? All right, we're gonna throw this up here real quick. So to get going, building the repo. I think that's all we need. All right, so this Babel's running. Are these going to be saved? Yes. This is a live stream series. You guys for a while have been asking me to live stream a series. Here it is for you. All right, so we'll just call this home, and we'll go ahead and create a new file here called index.html, and we'll have a new file here called index.ts. All right. So let's go ahead and open up a new window and open up the previous project. We're just gonna copy over some code real quick. Wrong place. We'll comment this out for a second. We'll comment this out. No, that's fine. Deal with that in a second. And then index.html, let's jump over to here. And then also we had a styles.css. So I guess my question is, because I don't think I'm almost positive I can't link to, I guess we got one more. So new folder, models, new file, YouTube -stats .models.ts. Let's jump into here. Alright, we're just copying code over. We're gonna figure out how we get all this shit to work in a second. So here we're gonna have a public subscriber count of type number, public view count of type number, public video count of type number. Instagram starting something? Hey man. Subscriber count is used before we. Oh, this is supposed to be defaults. There we go. Alright. Alright, so what my issue is gonna be right now is I gotta figure out how to get this shit to work. Let's go ahead and delete this, and we'll bring this outside. Alright, so let's try this one more time. Oh, wrong one. I don't want to run the type check. I want it to fucking compile. Alright, so Nice. So, how do I get Babel to compile? Does Babel not do that? No, see, here's the thing. I don't want to have to type every time I save a name. I want it to auto-compile. I've done this with Webpack. I'm about to switch it to Webpack. No. I don't need a default. This is fine. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna follow the steps to configure Webpack. All right, so if we want to install Webpack, let's just follow their steps to see if we can get it going. Alright, cool. It says create a webpack config.js, so new file. Is that root? So webpack.config.js. Okay. Paste this in here. Alright. Add bundle webpack to the scripts here package JSON. Alright. Oh shit, let me try this. Anyhow, that was probably what we needed to do, but we added let's jump back. It's too late. We're already on this path. All right, so that's that. To scripts, and then run the build task, npm run build. Alright, let's try and install the Webpack CLI. No, I haven't built it yet, but I want it to continually run. You've been looking for a video about soft skills? Dude, I have a million videos talking about soft skills. Yeah, oh, you found good information. Good, man. I was going to say, I've gone out of my way to make videos about that. Okay, so. Okay. What is wrong with my YouTube stats model, man? Oh shit. That was because I was playing around with shit. Alright, let's try this one more time. Oh shit. That's not good either. Alright, so it looks like that built. That's our app bundle.js, which I think if we go to our app.ts here, or index.html, instead of getting from index.js, what we need is dot slash see dot slash this slash app bundle.js. I think now if we go to localhost 5000, we should get our code. Is it not calling it still? So let's go to our app bundle.js, index.ts. Oh. Are we getting the service call? Huh. How did I learn to set up things like linting? I did exactly what I'm doing right now. I failed until it worked. Yeah. Let's try this one more time and just see if our console log's even getting called. So the console log's getting called. Why isn't the service call getting called? So we're getting the console log. Alright, let's see what's happening here. Oh, that's not, what am I doing? That's not gonna work. We have to build. It shouldn't matter that's an async function. It should have no impact on it being asynchronous. We'll take it out though. You can see it should fail because we're not gonna have the response. Oh, Jesus. Fetch.json is not a function. See it. So it's failing now because we need to await this in order to get our JSON, like so. Unless we did too many calls and it's timing out or something. Is YouTube getting hacked right now? No. Okay. Why is there async with that fetch? Because it's a cleaner way of doing asynchronous calls. How do you get yourself to code when you're lazy? I don't know, man. Let's see here. Alright, didn't like that. Alright, let's see if we can. The dev environment struggles really, yeah, man. This is, I mean, this is life though. Like, here's the thing: is it's all fine and dandy when you're just downloading something and getting going, right? But It's a struggle, man. Don't. It's, you know, it happens, man. This is what I'm thinking, man. Because right now we're trying to set up the environment, so let's go to TypeScript real quick. I'm not opposed to doing a React app or a Vue app. At this point, I want to do it in vanilla, but if this actually compiles and builds, I don't have to worry about shit. I think we might be doing React real quick. I just want to code, man. I hate doing this. I want to do vanilla TypeScript sort of stuff, but let's do React, man. Let's give the React starter kit a go. All three. That's right, baby. All right, so that was a big waste of time. I need to pick up React anyhow, man. So many jobs in React. Sorry guys, I tried to do the vanillas, but I wanted better. I wanted to do a TypeScript, and we're having issues. So we'll do TypeScript, React, and TypeScript. Okay, so that's the branch. Let's see how they tell us to get started. All right, so TypeScript, React starter. So I'll teach you. By then, you'll have a project with React and TypeScript, linting with TSLint, testing with Jest and Enzyme, and state management with Redux. We'll assume that you're already using Node and NPM. You may also find some basics. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to clone the repo. I just needed to install this globally. Hey, I know. Waste of time equals learning experience. It's not the best viewing experience, though, right? I have a bunch of people on this video. This guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. Meanwhile, they've never made a web page a day in their life, right? So, all right, we'll create a new project called My App. All right. I'm not stoked about that name, but we'll run with it. All right, so updating VS Code. Oh, that's it. It's like, look, man, this is all part of the process. This is what I'm doing, man. Y'all are just along for the ride. All right. Let's see it. Oh, we got CD into the file. Yeah. I was soup for a split second. I was about to start cussing up a storm. All right, sweet. All right, I think we npm run test. Is that it? Sweet. All right, so all right, let's look through here. So this is all the setup. How does it compile it to JavaScript? Where are the JavaScript files? All right. Cool. I don't know React. So let's get started by transferring over the files one more time. It should be much quicker this time. So we're gonna have our models folder. We're gonna have our in our models YouTube dash stats dot models dot ts. Let's open up a different. Oh, you know what? Shit, I deleted that file, didn't I? And now that we're doing TypeScript, fuck all that. There you go. Just go ahead and give that any. Basically what we're doing here, I didn't really narrate any of this, so I'll do it now. Basically what we're doing here is gonna go ahead and just allow an optional parameter there so that we cannot have to worry about it. And sometimes we want to just instantiate it straight away. Have I ever used React? I haven't touched React in about a year. God, what is this awful music? Alright, so there's that. App extends React component. We're gonna render. Middle class app, source logo. Yeah, I mean I built 3 or 4 sort of small projects in it back in the Disney. I mean, you get types, it's stricter types. You also get a lot of compiling down to different versions. So there's some benefits in that. All right. So welcome to React. I don't need this. Alright, so I'll edit this. I'm just going to leave that like that so I can sort of look at that a little bit more. Don't care about this. Alright, cool. What is this on localhost? What? A lot of times we're just playing around with it, man. See what's going on. Come on, man. What could possibly be the problem? I wonder if it's because I created a new file. Doesn't know what's going on. Logos are clear but it's never read. Don't do me like that, TypeScript. Alright. Damn, we got $5 donation. Someone's dropping the cheddar, the bread. Daniel P says, thanks Dylan for being such a great inspiration to everyone who's watched your channel. When I can, I will donate more. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So I'll answer some questions for a second here. Someone asked about how I learned about setting up environments. I just do, man. I dive into it. So sometimes if I'm not very opinionated, hey, you saw Webpack didn't work for me trying to do vanilla TypeScript. React's just as good. Something I want to learn, something I want to play around with. So you dive in. Start playing around. All right, so that's fine like so. And what we want to do here is figure out about React lifecycle hooks. So you know, what lifecycle do Ajax calls in? All right, so we have our render. And now what we're gonna have is public component did mount component will mount. Nah, incorrect. No, good try though. Good try, man. I'm gonna have to take the React docs. Close though. You got component and mount right. Yeah, we're using Docker at my work right now, and it's been pretty good actually. There's some challenges that come. There's some challenges that come with it. By the way, Avalanche, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. If I ever roast you guys, it's all in good fun. Yeah, component won't mount. It's what's gonna happen. All right, what was I doing here? I got distracted. Thank you again, Daniel, for the support, man. I know you've been supporting me in various different platforms and ways, so thank you. I appreciate that very much, man. All right, so where's the index.html? We don't care about that right now. Where's my app.js? Okay. Go and fix that real quick. Do a little public. And this doesn't need to be async. We're gonna comment that out real quick. Really? Fuck, where's my TS config? So TSLint disable here will actually disable TSLint down below this line. Hey, I saw you share the video on LinkedIn, man. I appreciate that. I don't think it goes unnoticed. Dude, you guys sharing that stuff for me? When you guys share my stuff, that's the best way for my channel to grow. All right, what is it? I think it's being returned. That's actually incorrect. We're technically returning a promise. Well, that's fine. We'll put void on it. All right. Bam, son. There it is. When you get hired, we expect to know how to work within virtualized development environments or how to use a particular tool chain, or we're not expecting to know that stuff at the start. I mean, working within it's fine. Setting it up is always the hard part. Like, I mean, you see how, like, this is doing a whole bunch of complex shit, but it's already set up. We don't have to worry about it. You know, we have an idea of what's supposed to happen and why, right? So, all right. So we have our... So now that we have this, what we wanted to do originally was we wanted to convert this stats right here and get these values in here. God, these are actually strings. So what we're gonna do is actually I want them to be the legendary 13-year-old dev is back. Hey, man. Welcome back, the legend. All right, so in here, we are going to initialize. Can I create properties in React? Sorry, it's props, right? How do props work again? Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Like, you see me, man. I'm over here trying to work. All right, so we'll worry about creating props in a second. Let's just go ahead and map our data. So we're gonna import YouTube stats from /models/YouTube stats models. All right, cool. So now that we've done that, yes, I know YouTube stats never redeclared, you jackass. All right, so once we've done that, we will go ahead and say if JSON dot, what was the output? The output was items dot length greater than 0. Actually, screw it. We'll just assume it works. We don't need any of that. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say YouTube stats is equal to. Let's see. We get our main item. Items. Or excuse me, JSON. Dot items 0 dot statistics all right, so instead of console logging the JSON, let's go ahead, oops, let's go ahead and console.log the YouTube stats. All right, there it is, boys. There it is. We got our data. We got our data. All right. So, all right, so now what I need to do is let's look at the React docs real quick. How do I set name? All right, so I think I understand maybe what I need to do. This is the wrong folder. So this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to return YouTube stats. So our return type here will be YouTube stats. This will be a promise of YouTube stats. There we go. And I think in our constructor, we'll say this dot how do we get our props? Let me see. So this mounts, so it's this dot props dot YouTube stats is equal to this. All right, so that's not right. How do we get our props? All right. State not props. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I'll stay in life cycle. Okay. Okay. So it looks like in our constructor we define our state. What's good? Do I need the props? Do I need this? I guess I do, huh? I guess we're inheriting from something. Alright, I guess we're inheriting. Alright, so cool. Now that we have that. Oh yeah, we can't reset state, right? We have to do something. We have to do something. It's been a minute, but I think we have to do something to reset state. Alright, so we're initializing it here, but we can't just set one part of state. So we have to do some bullshit like this, if I remember. We have to say const YouTube equals this dot get YouTube analytics, YouTube state, YouTube stats, and then in here what we'll do is we'll set this equal, we'll say this state equals YouTube stats, yeah, like so. All right, I think that's how we reset state. Learn PHP and make your life easier. Who do you think you're fooling, bro? I've done the PHP life and I ain't going back. Look at Daniel, man. Look at Daniel. What are y'all doing for your boy, huh? Daniel's out here sharing shit on LinkedIn right now. You see that? See Daniel's son donated $5 and is out there sharing my shit on LinkedIn. Get your shit together, guys. Get it together. All right. Sweet. All right. So we're doing a real quick crash course here on stuff. Set state. Shit. All right. How do I set state? Yeah, every once in a while when I really want to feel bad about myself, I just look at the Cake PHP docs and be like, you know what? Life ain't so bad. Do not modify state directly. Yo, man, why are you lying? All right, this dot set state, and we pass it in. All right. Cool. All right, cool. Alright, this ain't so bad. All about that immutable state. It ain't nothing immutable in JavaScript, alright? You can pretend all you fucking want. I lives in the real world. What you got wrong with my Ajax? Async await, baby. It's 2018. Start using async await. How else you gonna do it? Non-constructor? Okay. So, constructor we can set it directly because we're initializing it. Alright. I got you. I got you, player. Alright. So we got our YouTube analytics. Observable promise? This is a promise. We're dealing with promises. Await, async await returns a promise. I don't want to do observables, dude. Observables are so much overkill and so much nesting. Look at this. This is so clean. Even if we didn't initialize our values here, we get it like so. And honestly, we could probably eliminate this and just do a try catch. Do I recommend learning on the job? If you want to be good, you always learn, dude. You're never going to be fully prepared. Alright, so we get rid of this. We don't need any of this. Oh my goodness. I've been going an hour and 15 minutes, but I'm back in React, baby. Yes, fetch returns a promise. Alright. So, let's see here. We have our app. What does our wireframes look like again? Alright, so I think what I might do here, fetch returns a promise. Async essentially says, hey, we're going to treat this as an asynchronous function, and we're going to tell our, hey, wait for our asynchronous call here. That's essentially what's going on. So fetch is getting the data. We're waiting for the data to come back, and then we're waiting for the JSON conversion here to happen. So how am I going to know if I fetch the data and then I convert it, but it's asynchronous? How does it know to stop and continue going? It doesn't. What we're doing is we're saying, hey, wait for this asynchronous call to return because it's going to go hit the server, get the data. And then the converting that data to a JSON is asynchronous as well. And we're saying await this because we want to take that data and we want to create our object based off that. That's what's going on here, guys. So in order to be able to await asynchronous calls like this, we have to just tell them that, hey, this is a asynchronous function where some parts of this we're going to treat it asynchronously. All right, so component did mount. We have our constructor. Go ahead and get rid of that. All right. So let's go ahead and create a new folder called components. You do. The JSON's asynchronous as well. So what's the folder structure for like a Wrong. 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 Maybe 3 or 4 nested folders, yes. But this, 1 nested is wrong. There's too much shit in here. This should already be in their own folders, especially because you're going to add a test file to each one of these. Alright, so much lint, yeah. Alright, so here is this. We're probably gonna need this as well. Probably gonna need this as well. You know, just copy. Let's just do this. And then we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll rename this menu. Render. I think we go ahead and get rid of this. Does it not like empty? Okay. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. Let me export class menu. Alright, so yeah, so alright, so there seems to be some confusion about what's going on async and await, and I'm here to educate you about how we do JavaScript in 2018. Alright, so what this async and await is doing is it is doing our asynchronous call. So what we can do here is a couple things. We can, so what you're probably used to doing is fetch, and we'll fetch on some URL like this. And then we're saying dot then, and you're doing some callback or something. Let me, guys, it's been a while since I've done promise. Then yeah, but you're probably used to getting something like this. Data of type any, and you know, in here you're returning data.json. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've had to actually go and do this. I've been using observables and async and await to do this, but I did a video on this not too long ago. Look at this, guys. You guys gonna make me go find my notes in my own video real quick. Modern JavaScript, here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, so we would do something like this. Where you have your response. We'll make this your response. And you're going to take your response. It's the same, just change the name. Response, data.json. Once that's done, we then want to go and convert our data you have type any to go and return set, you know, this essentially. So you see what's happening here. There's a lot more nesting where we're converting all this sort of stuff to go onto here. We get rid of all that nesting. We get rid of all that nesting here, and instead we have a much cleaner item of just 2 lines of code that's easily readable. So that's what the async and await is doing. Huh? This video? No, look. They didn't change the syntax, son. I talked about this video is May 2nd. I gave an example in here to show you how async and await works. How do you handle error cases? I'm sure there's a way. So you can do a try catch, which is not super pretty. I've done that, but let's see. Yeah, try catch. Let's see here. Let's not worry about the try catch, Kevin. So if we wanted to do this the right way, we would do this like so. If that worked, great. We'd just go ahead. We'd return our data. If that failed, we'd probably alert an error, but in our case, we're just going to return new YouTube stats. Oops. So we can do it like that. Don't make fun of the try catch, Kevin. I know. Look. We'll figure out a better way, don't worry. Yeah, okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, I wanted to make a menu component. Oh, you know what? Alright, boys. I'll take a few questions at the end right now. It's 9 o'clock for me. I've been going an hour and a half. It's just a Wednesday. I can't go too hard. I got work in the morning. So let's review what we... I said at the end of these live streams that I'm doing is that I'll be reviewing sort of what we went over while you guys asked a few questions. So what you saw in the beginning was a little bit of frustration trying to set up some build tools and scripts, as well as just realizing the limitations of JavaScript and sort of missing the appreciation that I have for TypeScript. So that's sort of what I got at it today, is that I actually just want to program in TypeScript. I like the flexibility it gives me. I think it's easier. It makes the code more readable. And so I also am jumping into React again. So that's kind of fun. That was something I thought I was going to do today. So we'll be going down that path a little bit and learning it. And so we'll be doing this React TypeScript project. And I think what we might do next time is just go ahead and do... how do we want to do this? I think next time what we'll do is we'll probably try and incorporate that menu, get a little bit more familiar with React, and a little bit more familiar with how I can inject. What I was starting here was the menu component where I'm going to, remember how I was adding classes? We're probably going to delete that function and do it the React way. And then we are going to also figure out how to inject, and I think all I have to do is import the component, and we're going to inject the React menu, the menu component into our app header, our header class, and go from there. So we'll see. We'll probably be learning together. I'm not a React guy, but all right. So 1 or 2 questions. Interested in Vue with TypeScript? You're too late, dude. We're on the React train and the build tools are working. So that's what we're messing with. Any tips? Yeah, my tips are to work every day, right? So I learned a lot today. I learned a lot of cool stuff at work today. I've never been a so all these, by the way, guys, these live. If you ever see like live coding, this series is to leave it up. So please stop saying that, or I'm gonna take it down. But no. So let's talk about some things I learned today at work. Because I'm always trying to learn. I've never been a big CSS guy, and it's been a super exciting process getting so much better at CSS. In this last project, I've been learning about selectors. I didn't even know a thing. I didn't know that you could actually, like in CSS, for instance, that there's a not selector. So let's say I had a BTN class and I wanted to only apply a style if it didn't have the class like BTN-success, and I could apply the style that way. That was something I learned about CSS that I didn't know was a thing. And I also learned about how to, let's say we wanted to apply to a property where the class started with like example, right? We could then apply styles to that. And so if there was something in our class where, you know, our IDs were as example 1, you know, we had example 1, example 2, it would target all of those and do that. So I've been learning quite a bit with CSS in terms of how detailed the selectors are, and just getting much better with a lot of these things I've taken for granted. You know, because not always can you dive into your code and just say, hey, I'm just put ID on it. You know, it's not always that easy. So let's see. Take Happy says, I'm making a coding YouTube channel. It used to be for Minecraft back a year ago. Now I'm going to make it for coding. It's to inspire other kids, especially troubled ones, to get into this. Any tips? Consistency. So Tank Happy, consistency. Set a 1 video a week goal. That should be your goal to start. And you can ramp it up after that, but be consistent and make it part of your learning path. And then as you go ahead and go up to 2 a week and stay there, and maybe 3. But consistency. Always have something that you're excited to work on, and it sort of pays back, right? So one of the cool things about me working every day, I work every day, you know, this is no big deal for me. So I enjoy it, is I get a check from this also now, and that makes it a little bit more enjoyable. And so you can also get a check and have some fun with it and enjoy it, and it makes it a little bit more motivating. So this is the second video in this project. Yes, you can also do you know, native variables and properties, custom properties. CSS Grid is amazing as well. So I've been learning quite a bit. You know, I've learned CSS Grid. I've been working with the you know, custom properties, or variables really. I've been learning with all the different selectors. I've been just having a better understanding of CSS and everything that it maintains, as well as the functions within it. And it's been an enjoyable process. And so I look forward to you know, getting going with that. But yeah, guys. Anyhow, so look forward to the next live stream sort of videos. I don't know when I'll do the next one, but it'll be pretty soon. Probably this weekend, I would imagine, for the live coding series. We're gonna build this portfolio in React apparently and TypeScript, and have some fun with it. See you next time. Bye, guys.